All right, let's go, everybody. Final match of the day. We are back, Champions of the Fog. I'm your host, littlerugaard. With me is Giltspire. Once again, we are back after that break. We are bringing to you on Dead Dog. We have Purge versus Deadheads. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of enjoying this. I forgot that Purge was OOD. So, like, these are two OG teams that I knew back when I first started getting into comp, and they're, like, facing off. So this is going to be a fantastic matchup. I'm excited for this. What are you up to? What do you feel? How you feeling?
I'm very excited, but can I also point out, like, not only are these, like, OG teams, but these teams almost, like, date back to the time where you and I first met in Vigo's court. Like, has it been... It's been almost like a year and a half?
Almost a year, yeah. It's been almost, well, I don't know about a year and a half. I heard of Vigo's back in November of the previous, like 2020.
Okay.
And like I got involved over December and January. I think that's when we met. So it's been effectively a year.
Okay. I was about to say, like, it's definitely been around that time because I remember the way I got into DBD comp literally was by a post on Reddit. It was 4 Dwights 1 Locker going like, hey, we're looking for killer mains. Like, I'm a killer main, sure.
Yeah, I remember that. That was you were 4 Dwights 1 Locker then. I was Undying Alliance, and one of those teams is still around.
Exactly. I was about to say, I mean, Undying Alliance is now Immortals, right?
Isn't it like 3 different teams that spawned off of that at this point?
I was about to say, and also I think Immortals also disbanded, so I don't even know if, like, Undying Alliance really is around anymore at this point.
Yeah, for real though. I still have the OG shirt. I'm happy for it, but that said, we've seen these guys play each other a lot, and it's not going to be a bummer at all. They're taking S tiers all the way around, and it's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be gross. For the killer mains, we're ready. Oh, it's going to be so good. Yeah, the survivors, you might want to turn your heads a couple times. It's going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those few matchups where we see S tiers not being banned. So we have back-to-back nurse matches on Dead Dog Saloon, followed by back-to-back spirit matches on the Suffocation Pit. So it's definitely going to be interesting. And I'm very curious. At the nurse match, I feel like, it's nurse. What do you expect? What I'm really curious about, however, is the spirit matches because of the nerfs. Like, they're still, like, good, but I feel like it's a lot easier to loop around them nowadays.
I would have to agree. You have to be a really good spirit player to get something. But at the same time, I would rather take spirit over blight here. Just because if you go into that center, like, I don't know many Blight players that could navigate the center of the Suffo Pit with Blight. Like, I think Spirit lends itself more, and because it's a linear map, there's no, like, up and down obstacles, like, for the nurse to take advantage of. I think Spirit's gonna be fine. I think Spirit's going to do some work. Obviously, we've seen Suffo Pit already today. It's going to be a matter of what does their RNG look like in a sense, but I think Spirit's gonna do work. I think they're going to absolutely obliterate. I might be wrong, but we'll have to see. I don't know. Every time I've seen a Spirit game, it's nothing but bloodshed. Just hit after hit after hit. I don't see many mind games anymore. To be fair, and there are more mind games to be had. You can hear where the Spirit's phasing in proximity to you, but how, like, you have like a split second to make a decision there. So I guess unless you are like really adept at like listening for that, and you've developed muscle memory, maybe you can do it. I don't know. I'm expecting this. I'm expecting 3 to 4Ks every single time.
Yeah.
That'll be the deciding factor. If a team manages to get a 2 out, that'll be a deciding factor, I think.
Okay. I think I'd agree with you on that. That in instance that we see any outs at all, I think that will swing the game. Otherwise, it really is just going to be punch for punch. But with that being said, looks like we are good to go on the build. So we'll be starting off trial number 1 of Deadheads versus Purge.
Speaking of builds, before we get into this game too far, do you think these builds from both sides are going to be almost identical in composition? Like nurse for nurse, spirit for spirit. Do you think they're going to be the same, or do you think there's going to be some diversity, like some flavor, you might say? Or do you think it's just going to be static across the board? Corrupt, no-ed, ruin, whatever have you?
Yeah,
maybe not ruin, maybe pop, maybe I don't know. Is Deadlock No Way Out no-ed the new way to go with nurse? Is that just the way to go?
I think that realistically speaking, it just comes down to whether or not we're going to see any gen regression. Like, I feel like I use gen regression in both my matches, but so far I've been seeing just nothing at all of, you know, pop. And we saw, like, Undying and Ruin, and that's about it. Like, no pop, no Scourge hooks. I even ran double Scourge hooks at one point.
Yeah, I'm about to say, during your, what was it, we saw Pop used once today. I think it was you, actually, wasn't it? Pop and Scourge?
Yep. Pop and double Scourge, and then
Doctor.
Pop and Scourge with Doc.
Yeah, which, I mean, you got some serious value out of it, so I get it, but yeah, you're right. It might be the only Pop that we've seen in a long time. It's so weird that gen regression is, like, not the thing, but everybody's just trying to, like, they rely on NOED to get them that last kill. They go out of their way with Corrupt to get that first, tunnel them to second to tunnel hook. It seems like it's settling out into that, which is really bizarre. I never would have thought we would stop seeing the, like, gen regression. I never thought that deadlock would be the thing. I never thought that there'd be, like, this counterplay to deadlock of 99ing this gen in the corner, and it always, like, it's a weird time to be in Dead by Daylight, okay? I would, if you had asked me if deadlock was going to be comp viable, I would have said no. I would never have guessed.
Yeah, no, I would tend to agree with you. So it'll be very interesting to see as teams once again become more and more familiar with it, if it will continue to be used. But with that being said, we are jumping right on in, and the nurse, you know, just looking at itself in the mirror.
Well, she shattered the mirror, so she can't be that pretty.
And that's why she covers her face. That's why.
No 3-gen. We saw this a lot today. That latent 3-gen is on the in this area. This one's not even on this side of the map. It's on the other side of this house, not on the stairway.
Yeah, I don't know, like, what's up with the spawn logic lately on this map, but, like, you're definitely not seeing it often.
Look at the 3-gen on this side. They have this gen right here. They have the gen by water, and they have the gen, like, by that house. There's actually a 3-gen on the other side of the map, not in the normal spot. Yeah, I mean, the question is for a nurse, because nurse don't care.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The question is whether or not the nurses even want to play that 3-gen. Like, do you really feel comfortable being in that area? Is the next question entirely.
Was that a blink? That was a weird, like, that was a quick blink. Is that a spectator thing?
Yeah, nurse, much like always, tends to break the game. So that is indeed just a.
Oh, that hit was beautiful.
You gotta love when nurse just gets beautiful hits like that. It's just so satisfying to watch.
Oh, for sure. And continuing after this Claudette here, we see 1-gen popping, so the survivors are not waiting out Corrupt in the slightest, which, honestly, it's kind of impressive. Oh, was that Undying we just saw? There was an aura back there.
I mean, there was one totem out, so it is a possibility. No doubt, no doubt. And I'm not sure.
Why did you see the aura, then?
I'd say the aura is more likely not Undying.
Oh, okay. So it just happened to be we saw the aura for. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna sit here and watch this chase, because this planet seems to be juicing a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like the nurse may have potentially lost them, or either found someone else. We do hear that blink bug.
Oh no! I'm so glad blink bug's getting removed in the. Okay, I say it's getting removed. They claimed it's removed in the next patch. Hopefully, it actually is. They got the hit through the pallet though.
And that'll definitely go pretty far for them here, as they're now going to try and go behind this main area and get it down on the lorry, but not enough distance, and will whiff.
Bummer, and that Claudette has healed back. And look at this, they're just holding W across the ground. Oh, that hurt. I felt that in my forehead.
I felt that in my soul, honestly. It's never a fun moment where you're going for a nurse blink and you get not only your fatigue, but also the stun.
I agree, and there goes another totem there. This nurse is struggling to put up some pressure on these survivors. Their Corrupt's gone, they've had 2 totems pop. This is the same Claudette they chased earlier, another gen going for Gallows. I mean, they are sticking around to this 3-generator, so they may be taking that to heart, but they need a down right now. This is falling out of their favor pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of now or never, really. If they're not able to make this happen, then this match is just going to slowly trickle between their fingers.
Hi, Gannicus. Sorry, someone popped in the chat briefly. All right, they get the down. All right. Plot it down. This is first hook. How many gens are going to pop between now and the time they get hooked, though? Like, this chase went on so long for this first one.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm really worried for this nurse here.
And for good reason, as, you know, we haven't seen any other form of gen regression outside of what we can assume was the Ruin and Undying. With Corrupt being gone, that leaves them with one perk, and we really don't have any inclination to what it might be.
Indeed, Who are they chasing? Is this Nancy? Or is this Lori?
This is the Lori.
Okay, they're chasing the Lori. Ooh, okay. Good little juke there from the Lori then. I didn't see where they went. I can't believe they were like ducking right there. That's impressive. Actually more impressive than I saw them, because this is Bush City. So. Did they get this? No. They are really struggling with these blinks. Survivors might be doing the good wiggles? I don't know.
I think the main thing that might be tripping up here might just be the little bits of geometry that Dead Dog does provide around the map. And I see what they're going for there, thinking that the Lori is going to be over there, but looks like they just weren't really tracking them all too well and did give up a bit of distance there where they could have otherwise gotten a hit.
Ooh. Also, we can hear that gen being done. If they lose that gen, I don't think they have any 3 gen. They have to get this one. Also worth noting, we haven't seen a deadlock either, so we can count out deadlock.
That is correct. No deadlock here, no pop, no more Ruin, no more Undying, and no more Corrupt. I mean, if I was the nurse, what else would I be running?
One.
Maybe we'll see a no-ed, no way out. Only time will tell.
I would have to agree. No-ed I would say no-ed here, just because they are struggling to mount any pressure here. I think without a no-ed, I don't know if they can even get back. There's another gen, and no 3 gen is left for these guys. These survivors are, I mean, to be fair, they're really missing these blinks, unfortunately. They do get the Lori down.
Yeah, they finally were able to get that down, and this is kind of what I love about killer selection, because it really does leave the power in the team's hands of going like, okay, we're going to ban nurse. We don't feel confident either playing or playing against. Right. Or you know what, we're not going to ban nurse. We feel really confident playing as nurse and also playing against the nurse. And I think that's what we may see here from Purge, where they just said, okay, bring it on. We'll play against the nurse and we'll play nurse too. It'll be no problem whatsoever.
You might be right, and I think that was a Deliverance play. I'm not seeing them healed yet.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Deliverance, and looks like Nurse will try and be on Nia. But yeah, that's bounce landing right there.
I am feeling, good prediction there, but unable to get that second blink. Yeah, they're just struggling to put together something. Ooh, that was close. That was a good prediction as well. I didn't see the Nia.
I was about to say, brilliant prediction on the Nurse's part, just we're not able to get a connection though, and we still see that Lori injured. I imagine if I'm the nurse here, I'm just hoping to find this Lori and maybe just get her down ASAP before these exit gates open up.
Ooh, that was a really good prediction right there. I'm surprised they hit that. Through the building and everything. Yeah, you might be right, but they do have Nia here, so they could get a third hook out of this. You know, getting fresh survivor hooks and everything, but they haven't hooked the Claudette, right? Or is it the Nancy they haven't hooked?
I'm not sure if it's the Claude or the Nancy, but yes, this will be their probably their last hook of the game, and I do believe this Nia's first hook, which will get them, you know, as many points as they could get in the current moment in time. I think honestly you camp this out and call it a day.
I would have to agree. There's no way you're getting this unhook, right? Like, against a nurse, there's no shot. Okay, you know what? I will not say anything because I have seen stranger things. Get it? Not in this game, though.
Yeah, you know, strange things have all but left the entity's realm.
It's so sad. I miss them already. You know, the fact that they have not left yet makes me think they're, like, considering some kind of comeback here. They're talking in calms, debating the best routes.
Well,
the problem is that the exit gates are pretty far from this.
Yeah, they're not in a great place in comparison to the basement. However, we did see a no way out activation, which may have delayed them ever so slightly, so that also could have been a factor.
That's fair. Yep, and they are going to take the outs, it looks like. Yep, and there we see it. I get it. If it was any other... If there was another scenario where, like, closer exit gates, they were not hooked in the basement, maybe if it wasn't nurse, you could go for the save, but I think Nurse could probably secure another down between now and then, so that's smart, I guess.
Yeah.
That's insane, though. That's only 5 hooks for the... that was not what I was expecting out of a Nurse game, honestly.
Yeah, no, it definitely, like I said, it showed very clear that Purge was very confident in their ability to play against Nurse, and they did not disappoint. The kill only came from that, last basement camp, and I will say, Deadhead
that was
still...
3 hook states.
It was 3 hook states, and, 2 survivors took hooks as well, so they got, 9 out of the 12 potential points for first hooks. So we are looking at a really close game even still.
Right. I will say the pressure is on for this Survivor squad, though. They've got to do some work against arguably the best killer in the game. So I would not want to be in these Survivor shoes coming up here. We'll see how they deal with it.
Yeah, only time will tell, to say the least. And once again, we saw some giant aggression. We saw Ruin dying, but it didn't really last long. It's like
it got out really quickly.
I just don't think that Totems are the way to go. Like you've
Probably
said before,
not.
and I'll say it again.
I've done Jolt before Ruin Undying at this point with the way those gens are set up.
Jolt, you say?
What can I say? I love the perk. I wish it was Terror Radius based and had less of a cooldown.
Yeah, I mean, you should know that, like, Jolt was, like, my pet project for a long while. I used to run Ruin and Jolt for so long, and then just, like, they're just better things to use, and so went to the old Ruin pop meta. But now, I'm riding that Scourge Hook pop meta. I think that is the way to go with 32 seconds of regression. It's just nasty.
Yeah, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance is so wonderful. I love that perk. I think it was probably one of the most well-designed perks in recent history, if not probably one of the best. Like, no, I think No Way Out's also the redesign of No Way Out is fantastic. The Scourge Hook Pain Resonance right off the gate was just very good, and I like the way that they're going. Again, if we're talking about like an overall meta shift if behavior's pushing, they're really trying to push killers away from hit and run tactics and forcing them to take the chase and win it. But there are perks now more commonly that reward killers for winning their chases consistently. So I would love another one like that. I don't expect it anytime soon, but I would really like to see something like that. Because Plaything rewards you for hooking every other survivor. No Way Out rewards you. Pain Resident rewards you. So I want to see more perks in that vein, but we'll have to see if they continue doing that. If you do too many, it might get a bit cumbersome, but I mean, variety is the spice of life. So give it to me, behavior. I want more.
Yeah.
Also, just give me more Scourge Hooks. I heard the other day people talking about like making Scourge Hook, like reworking Monster Shrine as a Scourge Hook, like redesigning it as a Scourge Hook.
You know what? Like, I am 100% of the opinion that the basement should activate Scourge Hook. Like, if you put someone in the basement, it should activate Scourge Hook. Guaranteed.
I will admit the only reason I'm hesitant for that is that you cannot Sabo basements. And
that is true.
I like that their Sabo has now a counter to Scourge Hooks, because we see it's actually quite annoying. It's like, all right, I'm gonna take him over to the Scourge Hook, and the server's like, nope. Like, I like that Scourge Hook has its own counterplay like that. So I don't think that the Scourge Hook should immediately be a basement, but I think if Scourge Hook was if Monster Shrine became a Scourge Hook perk, I would be okay with it making this basement an additional 4 hooks.
Okay.
I'd be down for that, because at that point you're using like 2 perks to get, some combination going. I don't know.
I could see that.
Can you also imagine Monster Shrine working outside of basement finally? Oh.
Yeah, yes, that would be nice. I think, there's 2 perks that really come to mind that need to be fixed in some capacity, and it 100% is, like, Monster Shrine and Soul Survivor. Like, those
What, Territorial
perks.
Imperative?
Hey, at the very least, you can always do, like, the good old Demo Camp or the good old Hag Camp with Territorial Imperative and Make Your Choice.
That's very true. That's very true. I do appreciate that. Oh, okay, I say that until for somehow, like, the survivors counter me by not unhooking when they walk in the basement. I've had that happen way too often. We're like, all right, Territorial Imperative, put the portal down. Ready, set, go. And I'm, like, in the middle of the portal. I'm like, why haven't they unhooked yet? And I get there, and they're just still, like, looking at the survivor. I'm like, okay. I got outplayed by brain dead.
It's like,
I hate it anyway.
What button do I press again to unhook? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I might have been annoyed, but it's fine. No, I completely agree. I would love to see Monster Shrine. Soul Survivor would be great. I don't even know what you do for Soul Survivor, if I'm being honest.
Get rid of it, rework it.
Get rid of it. There we go. We don't need Lori. Get out of here. We can lose the Halloween DLC. I'd be fine with it. Sorry. I am the activity from these games has gotten me so hyped. We had that like hour break, and I was coming off of a high, so I'm like, I need coffee to build me back up. It's an issue. High octane. If you ever take a break from it, it's like a downer or something like that. You just like gotta get back up, you know. I'm excited. This first match, like I was not expecting the Survivors to do that well, so that was keeping me guessing the entire time. I'm like, all right, nerds, let's see what happens. And those Survivors were juicing. I'm wondering if this next squad can juice as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the question. Like, I don't know what order, like, looking back, what order they banned in, but I'm definitely curious with the decision of not banning Nurse, not banning Spirit. Because, like I said, it makes me think that they are confident of both playing and playing against. So it's going to be really interesting if we see a similar scenario to where this Survivor Squad's also going to be able to just outplay the Nurse that Lecky is going to bring.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Lecky play before, and they're good. So I don't know. It really falls to how crack these Survivors play, I think, because I don't think Kate played poorly necessarily. They missed up some of their blinks, but honestly, the Survivors are blocking line of sight constantly. Like it's hard to keep up. So I don't know. I was shocked by that game. Again, they didn't get the ideal 3-gen spawn, but they got the. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack from that game just now. I don't know. If from a perk perspective, what I would want to see from this Nurse, I want to see how they'd use Deadlock.
Okay, I could see that.
Because you can't do the Deadlock tech as well on this map like you could before with doing the Saloon Gen 99 and making it safe. Because you can blink up there. It doesn't matter.
That's
Nurse
true.
don't care.
That's
Nurse
true.
is the only killer that just does not care about that gen.
Yeah, that is a fair point. That is a fair point. So, will definitely be interesting to see if Deadlock is used. We have no clue as of this moment.
I'm also expecting a NOED. I'm surprised there wasn't NOED previously.
We did at least see the No Way Out, right?
Right,
so,
No Way Out, right. Yeah, I think Deadlock, No Way Out, NOED would probably be the ideal scenario here. And honestly, because Nurse puts such an egregious amount of pressure on Survivors, heaven help you if you actually get the totems done.
Yeah, I mean I think
the previous squad actually had the time to do it because we saw them on a duel. We saw 2 totems pop, so they got at least 3. They probably had all the totems accounted for, I would say. So
more likely than not. But it's definitely going to be interesting. I still am of the opinion that Nurse's Blink Strike should not activate NOED. That it should be considered an M2 and not an M1.
That's so hard. Because it's the only way she hits people. Like, that's what I hate about Nurse in general, is that she is the edge case of edge cases when it comes to these things. No other killer actively relies on their M2 like that. Like, she's slower than she's slower than Survivors.
Yeah.
Like at least like Huntress and other people, like they're faster technically, but Nurse can only hit with her M2. It's the only thing she has access to. So like on one hand, like yeah, Nurse with NOED is dumb because you can blink and hit people, but at the same time, like what are you supposed to do? I don't know. Yeah, I could see NOED not working. I could see that being fair. But then Sloppy doesn't apply. Like I don't know. I personally think Sloppy should get a buff where it applies from M2.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. All
give me Sloppy M2 value. Give me that. I mean, to be fair, back in the day, Legion's M2 used to apply Sloppy, didn't it? So
yes. Well, Sloppy got changed because of Legion.
Just make it. It's fine. It's fine. If Survivors are going to go off and heal anyway, punish them. I mean, they got Circle of Healing. It doesn't matter. It's not like they have Sloppy anyway.
Yeah, Circle of Healing just needs to get nerfed, so there's that.
Get nerfed, nerd. I can dream anyway. And so, not to break the fourth wall. How is what's up with the lobby? Are we struggling to get builds together? Like what's up?
Apparently, we are struggling to get builds together just a little bit. You know, these teams
okay.
like pushing the envelope, but hopefully, as the season goes
Pushing
on,
the envelope.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
Okay. Does Daddy ever have to get out his belt? I'm kidding.
Looks like we are good to go. So, you know, maybe these survivors were a little bit concerned, except for Felix, who seems very, very relaxed right now.
I mean, how could you not? Look at that outfit. He don't care. He's on cloud 9 right now. And that's like, I don't know how high that is. He's high on something. Look at that dude. He don't care. He can get slapped by a nurse. He's like, yeah, I don't feel a thing. I'm fine. Take me, entity. Take me away. All right. I'm glad we're getting this game underway because I've been kind of like stewing in my own angst and anticipation of this because I want to see how these survivors respond to that game. Because the survivors set a high bar for playing against the nurse. And Lucky's no stranger, so...
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see what Lucky is going to be doing with the nurse. I know last time I saw them play nurse, they did a pretty good job, so it's really just going to come down to these survivors and if they are able to pull off the jukes like the last survivor team of Purge.
Indeed. Also, I'm curious what gen spawn they get, because this will be the 4th game, I think? Yeah, I think this will be the 4th game on Dead Dog today. And we have not seen that 3-gen spawn in the back of that gallows area, so I'm curious if we're going to get that spawn finally. Especially if a corrupt happens there. I've seen it where the corrupt happens there. It's like, oh, that's a silver platter for you there, but I don't know. Nurse technically doesn't need it. Nurse doesn't need no silver platter. She creates her own silver platter. Or silver spoon, I don't know. Is it wooden spoon or is it silver spoon? What spoon does she have?
I think you're thinking of wooden horse, and then there's bent spoon.
Bent spoon. Okay, there we go. I can't remember Nurse that on Sprue. I don't play Nurse anymore.
Anymore? It's because you're a trickster main.
I am a trickster main. Show me the gen situation. Okay, we have 2 gens corrupted over there. We have the gallows gen. We have the slim gen. Please look behind you, Nurse. I want to see your 3-gen.
No,
Please,
she's like, I want to find survivors. And did she find one?
She found one immediately. Holy cow. I wonder if she heard him breathing. She was close enough where she could have. That is brutal. That's within like 15 seconds of the game starting, they found somebody.
Yeah, that's kind of a rough spot to say the least, and they did find another survivor as well.
Oh my word, that is a start. Again, no 3-gen in the back there.
I'm wondering,
does this guy have lucky break?
I think a lucky break is a potential here, but B, did they shadow nerf the 3-gen in Dead Dog? Because I definitely haven't been seeing it a lot.
I don't remember the last time I saw it either. Oh, and that totem's gone. Well, he paid the price. But she is without a totem now. Can we tell them what totem that was?
Yeah, that was indeed Ruin. You know, Sapphire's probably already figured out what it was, and definitely now as it did get destroyed.
There's a crow. Wow, this gen's actually got some progress on it for starting off so dang.
But not for long.
1 for 5 hook states that the nurse needs here to tie the game. 6 to win.
Exactly, but yeah, that gen had some progress, but not for long, as Pop Ghost Weasel did regress that a little bit, and we actually can tell chat what this last perk is, because the Spires are well aware that they were under the effect of Thanatophobia.
Honestly, you know what? I dig it. Thanatophobia? Yeah, this guy definitely has lucky break. Look at that med kit. That guy is... Dude, he is gone!
You want to say lucky break overcome, maybe?
That might be overcome. Dude, lucky break overcome makes me maul. Oh, they found him. They see them. Oh, you're going down. Oh, man, that's brutal. Honestly, they did a good job the first time juking, but I think the nurse just caught the slightest ounce of them there. And they did reset the Leon. 1 gen, you know what? They popped that gen really quickly. Wait, no, they know all the nurse's perks now, so they don't have to worry about deadlock. They can just do that gen because they know it's not safe.
Exactly, yeah. They're well aware of the Corrupt Intervention. They cleanse the Ruin. They know Thanatophobia. They might not know about Pop because they may have not seen that, but I'm imagining when they went to go touch that gen again.
Yep, and they're gonna get the safe unhook here because she has the fatigue. Will she tunnel out the context? All right, eats the borrowed time, expected. Again, like, second chance perks don't really mean much to him. He still has the lucky break. Oh, it's not going to get hit any distance, though. Yeah, he's coming for Felix. Felix, yeah, you might want to run, buddy. There, yep. All right, do you have the DS?
I think
Show me
might.
the DS. Show me the DS.
No decisive strike.
Oh, this could spell disaster. That is third hook, and these heroes have 4 gens to go before they can even think of those extra gens. I expect to see 1 gen going here possibly, but this is already looking pretty grim for this first set. I'm just saying, that's 3 hook states already. They only need 2 more to tie. And I based on the efficiency of these chases so far, I don't expect that to be a problem. Ooh, good juke on the ace right there. Well played. Ooh, the cheeky firecracker almost worked out.
Yeah, I think maybe they were thinking maybe another blink was gonna come, but Nurse had used her too and did not get the blind there, so a bit of a waste of that firecracker, I think, as they may otherwise be able to get a light burn.
Right, and yeah, they go down there. That is the 4th hook incoming. I think the Nurse is going to seal the deal here. They are woefully behind on these gens now. They needed a gen before this down here, and they're falling behind on pace. Is there someone on this gen? There was.
And it's almost 99 too, so that is a painful situation for these survivors to be in, to see that pop goes the weasel.
And she's got the hook back here. She doesn't even have to leave this. She can camp this to victory if she wants to. They see that gen done, but I think it's too little too late. I don't like to call before it happens, but this Nurse has put a staunch different amount of pressure on these survivors than the previous game.
Yeah, these chases are by no sense long chases. So Lucky definitely making quick work of these survivors. And, I mean, they're an obsession. They have deliverance. I'm getting feeling, ooh.
Woo! That was gonna be cheeky if she got that. I was not expecting that.
I was not either. I was expecting to pick up to see if they were gonna eat DS, but instead they must have heard the Nia and got some pretty good value there from that blink.
For real though, and this Nia's gonna go down to the corner of the map quite possibly. Oh, not quite able to get around that rock. I feel that. You know what? That makes sense. That's fine. Like, if you don't want to eat the DS, you can save for another time. This Nia is absolutely ripe for the taking, and there she goes.
And just wrong place, wrong time for Nia as well, because Felix had that gen going and just now will not be able to complete it.
I feel like that's a miscommunication. I think they should have called out that they were working on the gen and gone to, like, anywhere but there.
Yeah, like in the best case scenario, like get down in like the corner of the map, just stay away from Felix's gen, right?
Yeah, because now they're gonna pop this gen. Oh, he tried to come back and finish it. Oh, bummer for them. And yeah, that gen back in the corner behind Gallows is probably gonna go, but they just got their 5th hook state. That's what they need to tie the game. This game is already tied for this Nurse. The Nurse just needs one more hit, or one more hook.
Yeah, I mean they're in a very good spot right now. There's that 3rd gen and another too. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. I see what you're cooking. Again, they have to somehow get the unhook, get this gen done. Okay, that is 2nd wind on the Nia, correct?
That would be correct, as it would seem.
Oh no, they can't let this hook happen. They lose the set if this hook happens.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything they can do here. Best thing they can do is jump on that Felix's gen and hope and pray they can complete it before the Nurse gets over there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could go for you finish that gen, you get the 3 out. You might be able to tie the score somewhat for the sake of like the match point, but yeah. Oh wow, they were already ready to go on this one. Look at them go. Okay, I see what you guys are cooking. Oh, this ace might be going down though. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Though, however, they didn't eat a decisive strike last time. I guess it depends on how far you can get away from this exit. Actually, they can't get very far because it's like right there. Do you think there is a world where you mount a 3-man escape? If Ace has the DS, it hasn't been eaten yet.
It's not outside the realm of possibility. I think if the Nurse does venture out a little bit too far, I think they definitely could. But now with the Nurse finding Leon here, this is going to be a whole world of hurt unless they can get one of these exit gates either opened or 99.
If someone snuck back to that exit gate, they have something. But if there's no one over there for the exit gate, yeah, this is This is going to quickly escape these survivors, possibly. I'm shocked that there is no endgame perk whatsoever here.
Yeah, this is probably one of the few matches where we haven't seen a no way out. We haven't seen a no-ed. And so it definitely is a different style of gameplay and more akin to what I'd say like the last meta is, right?
Right. All right, they got the exit gate open. Is that? Hold on, is that camaraderie on the ace? No, okay, it's still going down. Never mind.
Yeah, it's still ticking away, and they do get the unhook. And the question is, I think they just need to take that 2-man out.
I would agree here. This hook is a lot farther away. Wait, that's not the exit gate they went for?
I'm surprised.
Oh, okay. That actually could have got the nurse if the nurse had committed too much. That actually, if Nia had known that they were going to commit that much, they could have actually gotten the unhook. I think. Yeah, they'll take the 2 out here. Honestly, really good from the survivors. They almost had the 3 out. That was impressive. The Leon just got kind of caught out, and they couldn't get the rescue in time. So, really good job. Honestly, I'm surprised that was very good on the survivors' part. I was not expecting it to go that well for them. Well played.
And overall,
well played.
Very, very good plays from both teams. And definitely, honestly, I would say night and day between those chases. Lucky, very, very short chases. And, you know, deadheads with some longer ones and not really able to connect until towards endgame. With that being said, though Purge does win set number 1, I do want to mention Deadheads is not that far away. They are only 11 points behind, so I think that they definitely have the possibility to come back.
Agreed. Yeah, that was a lot closer game than I was expecting it to be. I thought when they were still at 4 gens and people were dying, I thought it was over. And then gen. Like, same thing. 2 gens popped immediately, and then they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll go kill this person. Gen popped while that happened. Honestly, the fact that Leon got caught out was the only reason I think there was a 2K. I think if Leon hadn't been caught, I think it would have been a 3 out.
I would 110% agree. But we are going to see Purge once again, this time, though, on the Suffocation Pit.
I'm excited for this. Again, we're switching S tiers. We're now moving over to the Spirits. Spirit takes, I'm not going to say they're not skilled, but they take a lot less coordination and skill than Nurse to pull off well. But you got mind games now. Now there's more mind games at play, so we'll see how they play this. I would suspect for a Spirit build, it's going to be significantly different. I'm expecting to see the traditional, like, no ed, no way out, deadlock. I wouldn't expect near as much regression on Spirit here.
Yeah, I would probably imagine so. I imagine probably like the deadlock, no way out, no ed, corrupt, you know, which has pretty much become very much the staple of comp as of this moment in time.
Right, yeah. Which is crazy because survivors have found really decent counterplay to deadlock, but it still does enough slowdown that it's worthwhile, I would say. I don't know. I feel like if Gridlock was more bang for your buck, I think they would run Gridlock over it. Like, if Gridlock wasn't 40 seconds, imagine if Gridlock was like 90 seconds.
You got your mind on Traffic again, Rue?
Right, what is it?
Deadman Switch?
No, Grim Embrace.
Grim Embrace! There we go!
I think it's Gridlock, because honestly, I'm surprised they called it Grim Embrace. Like, Gridlock makes way more sense. You lock all the gens down.
Okay, yeah, okay, I could see it, you know, I could see it.
Keep calling it that, I'm so bad.
You're fine. Like, what are you talking about?
I want that.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's 45 seconds, and you also do get the aura read on the Obsession.
It's 40 seconds.
Pretty sure it's 45.
Is it?
I think so.
All right. Wiki, tell me.
Let's see who's right. Let's see who's right.
DVD Wiki. Come here. Give it to me.
What's
40 seconds. Eat it.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm thinking to pop then.
5 seconds for the 5-second reveal for the Obsession.
Okay, maybe that's where everything's coming together.
Yeah, like if Gridlock was 90 seconds, that would be an over deadlock. Yeah, Grim Embrace, sorry. If Grim Embrace was... Dadgummit! I hate this so much! Anyway, yeah. Yeah, if Grim Embrace was 90 seconds, I don't know. Would Grim Embrace be too strong if it was 90 seconds?
Yeah, because you could just camp out. I mean, you can pretty much do that anyways. You can almost camp out a full stage and give, the survivor 15 seconds until they die, but yeah.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
My gripe with Grim Embrace is the fact that if I hook someone during that time with Scourge Hook Pain Resonance does not eat through the block gen.
My complaint is that if you do that and you pick, if you pick them up, you have Thrilling Tremors and then you get Grim Embrace. When Thrilling Tremors deactivates, it deactivates your Grim Embrace.
Yeah,
because they haven't coded it separately.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
That's also painful. Whenever they fix all these things with Grim Embrace, I think I'd be more willing to do it. But until then, it is pain. Let's put it that way.
Pain Resonance?
Pain Resonance is just better. Just better. I don't know. I don't want to rag on Pain Resonance too much. It's oh goodness, it's like my favorite perk in the game. But anyway, I don't know. It's weird that I guess it goes back to Deadlock. It's just weird to me that a perk that survivors have found really good counterplay for is still usable enough that it beats out some other stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting as time goes on, and I think it's going to just come down to, on certain maps, it's usable, on certain maps, it's not, right? I think on Suffo Pit, I don't think it is. I think you just leave a Gen 99 at Shack or 99 at Suffocation Pit itself, and just call it a day and go, cool, come at me.
Exactly. Or on Dead Dog, we see them 99 the Saloon Gen, stuff like that, so... No, I'd have to agree. And that's the thing, too, is I feel like on most maps, you like on the Coal Tower, you 99 one on the Coal Tower or the Shack side. You just 99 what's not in your, once you know what 3-gen you want to break up, you just 99 the one that's not in that. So, I don't know. It's where the comp meta has settled currently. I'm sure it'll shift within the next, especially, the past 3 patches for killers, we have seen a perk become somewhat meta. So... maybe the new Ringu chapter will also bring out something that the devs have for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, behavior has definitely been surprising me with, still coming up with ideas, right? I'm like, what else do you have? And then, Overcome, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Grim Embrace. Okay.
And then for better or for worse, they made the boon mechanic. Scourge Hook and boon mechanics are new. And while we can argue to the balance of boon, I'm still 100% on board that they made a new mechanic. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the new Scourge Hook mechanic. I want to see more mechanics like that come out. But let's say they just made these 2 new things, and they've got at least 2 years they can milk that. It's okay, here's a perk there. Here's a perk there. And they can milk that before they even have to come up with a new mechanic, which is great for them. When the Obsession mechanic first came out, they milked that. Here's an Obsession mechanic. Here's an Obsession mechanic. They get to litter that throughout the rest of their DLC. So I'm excited to see what they do next. I would love to see a killer that has 2 Scourge Hooks in their their kit.
I was surprised when Hellraiser came out that they didn't have Michaela all with boons and Pinhead all with Scourge Hooks.
I could say that. Yeah, that's
because that's what they did to Pag, right? They just were here is hexes.
Yep.
Michael Myers, here is obsession perks.
Right. Same with Lori, too. Same obsession perks on that side, too, yeah. No, I agree. So, who knows? I can only begin to think of what they're going to do. And the community, as soon as we saw Scourge Hooks and boons, everybody was, tossing out ideas for everything. We'll see. I can't even begin to think what they would do for next week's Scourge Hook, because, between Pain Resonance and... I forget the other one, but the other one isn't even that bad, honestly.
Gift of Pain?
Between the slowdown and everything else, it's an anti-resilience.
Well, yeah,
I like the design of it.
Well, I used that with
I saw you use
Executioner. I used Gift of Pain and Pain Resonance comes cool, this is going to give them the mangled stat, so they're going to take more time to heal. They're going to get a 9% penalty on everything, and I'm just going to go from one person to another, and I'm not going to injure the people who have it affected.
I'm surprised you did 2 Scourge Hooks on a killer that doesn't use hooks occasionally.
Because I only use the cage to either put someone where I want them to, or to straight up ignore Deliverance or DS.
That's fair. You do have the Spice of Life variety there, so... I get it. It's just kind of surprising is all. I don't know. I don't know. I just want more Scourge hooks. Scourge hook has to be one of my favorite mechanics right now. What if they... honestly, what they could do is the next Scourge hook, it doesn't even have to offer like a super unique mechanic. Just make it say 2 additional Scourge hooks are spawned. So you have extra Scourges. I don't know if that would be too broken, but...
All I really want, in all honesty, is for them to make a minimum hook spawn distance between Scourge hooks. Just so it, like, okay, Scourge hooks...
It's not on one side, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it looks like we may have run into an issue of DBD, so DBD doing DBD things, and it said, no to playing the game.
That sounds about right. Oh, bummer. Okay, so a little bit of a setback there. One day they will fix it, but oh well.
Today is not that day.
Cross-platform is a pain. Cross-platform programming is a nuisance to a degree, so I get that. I'm actually, to a degree, surprised that you can make cross-platform work, if that makes sense. Like, I know it's become more of a staple mainstream of people, like, especially like Fortnite, like all cross-platform stuff like that. It still kind of blows my mind because the amount of translation that has to go on, it would just be, I don't know how it does. To be fair, I've never been in that maintenance before. So.
It's a lot of, I imagine, discussion between different platforms, right? Like Xbox, for PlayStation, for Nintendo, because, you know, there are those Switch players out there.
Yeah. Actually, Junico's a Switch player.
Who is?
Junico.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they both have a Switch, but usually one's playing on the Switch and one's playing on the PC.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Huh!
Yeah, right?
You learn something new every day.
I don't know if I could play on Switch. The minute 45 like loading time would, I think, kill me. But
that's fair.
Oh, well.
That is fair.
Oh well. But yeah, there's the fact that you can get. Also, the fact that you can get companies to be willing to crosstalk or cross platforms is also mind-boggling, because you know how like pretentious would be the word for Nintendo is about their stuff. So the fact that they allow you to like play the game on their console, but then also play, you know, cross-platform, I'd assume they charge money for that, right?
There's probably some form of like deal. Yeah, I'd imagine to some degree. I don't know. That's a really good question. Definitely interesting also, to be a fly on the wall of those discussions. But before we start anything else,
we'll never see like cross progression from
that is true. But before we go much further into this discussion, we are jumping on into trial number 3 of Deadheads versus Purge. This time with Purge on Suffocation Pit with the Spirit.
Let's go. I want to see some Spirit gameplay. I have not seen a lot of Spirit since the rework.
Nerf.
She got.
You mean Nerf?
Oh, they don't call it a nerf. She got a rework. Did you see what? I'm kidding. Yeah, I would definitely call it a nerf, but people are like, no, she just got rework. Okay, just because some things like some of her add-ons got interesting, so that's like an upside. But like, yeah, her overall play got. They didn't even touch Mother Daughtering, which I just. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do like that iridescent add-ons are actually like worthwhile. To be fair, but. With that being said, all them OP perks, they do be banned, so we won't be seeing them here.
Thank goodness. Okay, so they got 2 gens. What's their 3 gen again? Okay, so, that is, oh wow, that split though. Okay. Well, and she's already found somebody? No shot.
She found scratch marks, but, oh, never mind.
There's 2 people. Okay. Well, run, Ace, run. She is coming for the booty.
Yeah, you know,
they stick around, wow.
It looks like I'm going to bet you now. I'm going to bet you now. With the way that Felix just took aggro like that, I'm going to guess that Ace has Deliverance.
That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. Where is this Felix? Oh, does he have Iron Will?
Iron Will, lucky break, it would seem.
Oh, man. Well, unfortunately for him, he's not getting much value out of that. She found him, like, pretty quickly. So, unfortunate for this Felix here. He's going to be taking a hook, and they have to get on these gens ASAP. Oh, that gen's like 50%, though.
Yeah,
look at him go.
Two
Is he
gens?
gonna get to this hook?
I was about to say, I was kind of curious if those 2 survivors may have tried to take body blocks here to try and force the you know, drop.
I I think I would have. She walked a long way. Ooh, good fake there. Oh, so close to the ace. He almost tasted right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There he goes. Do you take the hook right now, or do you go, like, pressure the hook? Like, do you take the hook, or do you pressure the hook here?
I mean, you're on 5 gens right now. I'd say just take the hook and call it a day.
That's fair. Again, kind of what we're seeing from the nurse previously, they are doing some very quick chases.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you need to do as Spirit, right? Like, people forget Spirit's a 110 killer.
Right, yeah, that's very good. And that's a fair point. If you take a 110 killer to the middle of that map, it is pure pain. I can't imagine they don't hear this coming, right? Is everybody over here? There is. Ooh, wait, Felix is over. She's going out. Like, this is so bad for them. She's at, like, they haven't got a gen done. They're already after a person that's on their second hook.
At the same time,
man. She has so much pressure.
There is, but at the same time, they do end up losing a bit in case of points, as they do want to definitely get both Leon and Nia on hook in order to get those 3 points in the instance they were to escape.
Right, I agree. And, okay, to be fair, the entire game was kept over here. There's no longer any, what do you call it? Corrupt intervention up. So, corrupt intervention's down. Does Felix have a way to get to this window?
Ooh.
Nope. Oh, that lie, though. Oh, the pain of being a 110. Oh. Lucky for that Leon, or that Felix, sorry. I get Felix and Leon mixed up all the time. It's really bad. They're going to abandon chase. Interesting. Oh, okay, never mind. They found him right again. I'm having trouble keeping up with this Felix. He is there, he's not there. I don't know. He's like Schrodinger's Blondie.
Schrodinger's Blondie. That's a new one, Rue. That's a new one.
I'm gonna call Felix is now Schrodinger's Blondie. Like, he has scratch marks. He doesn't have scratch marks. He's healing. He might not be there when we... Yeah, I don't know. He's there. He's not there.
I was about to say, that was a really gutsy move by the Felix.
That was very gutsy. I guess the mind game was not to mind game, and they both chose the coin flip that was correct. Ooh, good job of this Leon taking a hit here. They might be able to get a full heal, because that's what they were trying to do, it seems like.
And looks like they will drop the Felix after all, and they will go for Leon for those extra points. But kind of losing track of Leon, and Leon does vault that T-wall and will get into the jungle gym.
Indeed, and they are safe. I would say they're pretty safe now until the next mine game. 1 gen going. All right, well, the survivors seem to have alleviated the pressure the Spirit has put on. That is 1 pallet out.
Yeah, this is...
Can they follow it up?
This is definitely a bit of a turnaround.
They hear him. They got him. And that's a 2nd gen. All right, so 2 gens are done in that 4 gen. So that 4 gen is broken.
I also want to point out, though,
deadlock.
I was about to say, there's also 2 gens locked down. No thrilling tremors, so that is a deadlock play right there.
Okay, double deadlock on this area. Interesting. Well, they still have somewhat of a 3 gen they can work on back here, so that's not the worst. Oh, this gen. Oh, this pop is going to be too nasty. Okay. Well, they're actually doing a really decent job. Like, once the corrupt is gone, they've actually managed to, I think, to reset almost. Scratch marks over there. Do you camp this the 2nd stage? Just kind of like watch this gen?
Yeah, I think that wouldn't be a half bad idea, because I think right now Spirit's kind of looking and taking account for all the gens that they do and do not have, and they realize that they need to keep this 3 gen.
Where I'm trying to listen with the footsteps. I'm trying to pretend like I'm the Spirit. I'm trying to listen for where that survivor would be, and I just lost him as soon as I heard 2 footsteps. I was like, where'd they go?
Yeah, one thing that if you're noticing the Spirit doing, they're looking down a lot and actually looking at the grass to see where they are going. And this Felix is fearless. He does not care whatsoever.
I think you actually leave this on survivors. I think it's okay to leave them to 2nd stage because they're not getting any hook to regress that gen. I think they've identified most of the perks. We only have 1 perk that's not identified. There you go, 2nd stage right there. Looks like they're going for the unhook. So I'm guessing there is no camaraderie on this Leon here, and they're gonna take the hook trade.
Yeah, that would have probably would have been the best play.
That gen could be done by now.
No, there's deadlock.
No, wait. You know what? That might have been. They did that on purpose. They knew deadlock was there. They didn't want the pop on that gen. They had that gen 99 just for that reason. I guarantee it.
It's a possibility because I don't think deadlock will go out by the time that pop is gone.
True, that deadlock will expire before pop does, and I think they know that, like, I really need to pop this gen.
Yep, they are not willing to leave this situation.
You cat and mouse it. Do you take the hits in order to get it? No, you don't. Okay. That was a really nasty play on the survivors. I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was a smart heads-up play, but they need to get that gen done ASAP. Otherwise, I think Giltspire is just going to camp this 3-gen and call it a day.
I mean, it is a good 3-gen. It was their corrupt right in the back, right? This was their corrupt zone, right?
Yes, this was their corrupt zone from the start, so it does make sense to why these gens have yet to be completed.
And Felix taking a hit and leaving. I imagine he just goes back to that 1-gen, right? And they went to second phase. A lot of camping to second phase here in this corner hook. I'm curious who has the decisive strike.
Yeah, we haven't seen yet. I was actually surprised not to see Nia with like a deliverance, but that could be what we're seeing from Ace here, as he is going to hook trade, and Nia with a second wind. If Spirit is smart, she will injure her before she does get healed.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna follow it up right here. Very smart play. Dead Hard. They're gonna wait out the bar time as well. Brutal. All right. Oh, they're gonna go straight for this. If there's the DS, no decisive strike, and she is out of the game. I imagine this entire time Felix is on that far gen, right? Felix has to be on that far gen.
I mean, he hasn't been healed, so more likely than not, I'd say.
Okay, so he came back to this gen. Wait, where was that gen?
I have no idea. It didn't show us any information.
Turn around! Turn around! It was! They baited it. They went and touched that middle gen and then went back to that gen and finished it. Fantastic. Wait, hold on. That gen back in the corner in Suffo has more progress. This could be a 3-out. We could be looking at a 3-out here potentially.
I'm thinking, based on what I'm seeing here, probably a 2-out, more likely than not.
I don't know. They got distance. Oh boy, this will be spicy.
Deadlock's out. All they need to do now is pop the gen.
We don't know what the 4th perk is.
Well,
and there we do.
And now we do.
Spirit is almost a 115 killer.
Yeah, you know, 114. What's the difference? Ooh.
Oh, that was a good spin. Oh, they almost made that.
That
Resilience fault?
I'm thinking it may have been, because that was close. It looks like these survivors are just going to opt for the 2-man out, and for good reason.
Yeah, I would have to agree here. Yeah, that's probably the smart play. They were given no chance to find a totem for Noed, so honestly, good job. Like, this match was nasty. You managed to like make a comeback despite the pressure you had in the beginning of that match. Good job, survivors. Like, the killer had so much pressure. You managed to get a 2-out against it. Well played. Spirit did a fantastic job of splitting the pressure too. There was a lot of once they lost the pressure from the snowball initially, at the end there, I was actually wondering what they were going to do because the survivors were just cat and mousing constantly. Really good job. Really good job. We'll have to see how the next Spirit handles things. This is a lot closer than I was expecting this game to be. These two are really butting heads.
Yeah, no, so far, like, these teams are doing a really great job. Obviously, Purge right now is up overall, and they currently are up by only 7 points in set 2, so Deadheads could definitely come back with a good Spirit game, and, you know, maybe not win the match point, but they will probably have a chance of winning the set point nonetheless.
Right. I mean, you never know. It could be, you could have an absolutely insane game. You could pop off. You never know. I would have to agree though, yeah. They have a chance to get something here. Survivors, I'm just really surprised the survivors did that well. Like, Spirit is tough. Spirit is a tough killer to go against, and they held their own, I'd say. They gave up a lot of hook states, but I mean, honestly, the fact that you even got outs against Spirit, I think is impressive. So, well done. Well done. That was a good match. I'm curious. So, Deadlock, Noed, Corrupt, and Pop. Anything you change here? Do you think that Pop was the way to go, or would you wanted to see No Way Out instead?
I think in that instance, No Way Out probably would have gotten more use.
I think I'd have to agree. I mean, they had some really good pops, but in the end, I don't know how many of them were actually super meaningful. I think maybe the first pop on that middle gen that they got by the hill by Shaq, I think that might have been the most meaningful pop. That might have actually got them to hook states potentially because they got to camp it out. But after that, I didn't see much pop value. They honestly, they camped at least 2 hooks to second stage? So I don't know. I feel, yeah, I think No Way Out might have been the better shot, especially because they got the down, they got the hook on Ace, and then survivors have to wait like 40 more seconds before they can even touch the exit gate. So,
yeah, I think honestly in that case it probably would have made more sense at the end of the day. But as we have been saying a lot today, hindsight is 2020.
Yep, 100%. And that's the thing. Like, I hope that not too many people take our commentary as like, oh well, they weren't in there, they don't understand. Like, we get it. We've both played comp before. In the heat of the moment, you're down to muscle memory. Logic goes out the window sometimes. I get it. I'm not criticizing that. I'm going back and saying, like, I think this could have been done differently, or like trying to see a different side of things. That's all. Like, no disrespect to the killers or survivors. Props. You guys are playing like really, really well. I'm not gonna hit on you for that. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Guilt? Man. Good games. This has been really, really good. This has been a fantastic. God, I said it. This has been a phenomenal day. There we go. I'm using different different verbiage. Was it different adjectives? Yes.
Yeah.
Adverbs are ly. Adjectives are okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm using good adjectives. We're going to get better with this. So, I don't know. I've had a blast today. And we've got more tomorrow. Unfortunately, we only have 2 games tomorrow, or 2 matches tomorrow because of scheduling issues. But we still have 2 matches. I'm here for it.
Yeah, we have a reschedule from our 12 to 10, which the 10 o'clock will not be streamed due to that. And then our 6 o'clock got rescheduled to right now, where we have our other set of refs doing that off stream. So we'll be doing a 2 to 4. I believe that is going to be you and Gannicus, followed by you and I, wrapping up the night.
Indeed. And I believe it's, what is it? Hookers and Cerebral Assassins, Modern Retro and Remedy?
I believe so.
That's gonna be good. I'm expecting some good games from that. I haven't seen Cerebral Assassins play in a long time now. I know a lot of people on that team, but I just haven't seen them play that much. So I'm excited to see how they hold up. And I got to see Modern Retro for the first time last week. That was crazy. I'm bummed we don't get to see Golden Wolves and Raymond. I think that would have been a really fun. What is it Celuity now?
Celuity, yeah. It always like
Celuity?
trips me up on like, how do I say your name? It's a Russian word for like a meat product.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, no. To be fair, I mean, Sample Tech's name is called Sample Tech, so I don't know. You know, you do you.
Yeah, a meat product. Okay.
It is a meat product. Okay. Yes.
I'll take it. I will say I do appreciate some of the creativity in some of the names, but some of them are just kind of bizarre sometimes. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, I came from a team called Undying Alliance, and it broke up within like 2 months. So, irony, I guess. Wait, is there a team called Irony yet?
No, I don't think there is as of yet.
I want Irony. I want Irony as a team. Give it to me. Come on. I know you guys rename like every other month. Someone name yourselves Irony.
What are you talking about? Dead by Daylight players rename their Steam names every 2 seconds.
You're right about that. Oh my word. I mean, to be fair, sometimes there's a good point behind it. Other times, I think they just, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, they're not like console where they're locked into it.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, no, that's one thing of like, there's one thing of like Dead by Daylight comp is like trying to keep track of people's rosters. Like, please just keep your name the same for 5 seconds.
That's a mood. I wish there was like some kind of universal ID that we could always like, you know, remember people by, like, you know, a Steam ID or something.
That would be nice. That would be nice. You're not wrong.
Yeah, like something that's locked to your account and you can't get rid of it. I think that would be too. I'm sure on the back end somewhere there's a number for that, but we're probably not privy to it. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I'll let you handle the roster. It's not my problem.
That is true. That is true. That's kind of my deal for sure.
Yep, and I am glad not to deal with that. I'm glad just to be here and watch some baller games be played. I'm ready for this last one. Again, my anxiety has to be sated. I want to know how this ends. I know that the chances of him getting a match point is like probably not happening, but I want to see a comeback on this set. I think they can do it.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it is possible, no doubt.
Like, Spirit has their work cut out, but I think it's entirely in the realm of possibility. I don't know. Like, they had, like, the setup the Spirit had was insane. They had the Corrupt on the three gens were just off for 2 minutes, and that was on the entire side of the map, so Survivors had nothing to do. They had some quick hooks to start. They had good pressure. Survivors completely reset and stopped a snowball from happening. Maybe the Spirit from this next one takes the snowball and keeps it going. Survivors never recovered. Who knows? I don't know. We never saw a DS. I don't think we saw an Unbreakable, so they didn't really use a lot of their assets.
I want to say we may have seen Unbreakable actually use that match.
Oh, really? You think we did?
I'm pretty sure we did. Yes.
Okay, I didn't think we saw it. Where would we have seen it though?
I think it was on the Ace.
There's like no slugs hardly.
I think it was on the Ace. I think they picked himself up. Yeah. I'd have to go back and like double check, but I remember seeing someone get slugged, and then I think Ace got back up on their own.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't catch that, so good job. Better awareness than I. I was just trying to see if the Survivors were going to be able to get out. So
fair.
Yeah, good stuff. Honestly, I was impressed. That was a good game. I would not want to be in the Spirit shoes, but at the same time, Spirit does have. I don't know what could possibly go better for the Spirit. I guess.
5 gen on one side.
Okay.
You asked the question.
Okay, fine. Besides, like the 0.01% RNG, yeah, okay. All right, let's see. All right, Guilt. If there is a 5 gen on one side, what's the best corrupt? Is it 2 on the one side, or is it 5? Or is it 3 of your 5 gens being corrupt?
I'd say 3 out of the 5 gens being corrupt.
Okay. Okay.
But I do believe we did get a raid from Netty Darko. Thank you much for the raid, friend. I do appreciate it. Welcome, everyone who is new to Champions of the Fog. I am Mark, aka Giltspire, and this is...
I am littlerugaard. You are watching Game 4 of the last match of the day. We have Purge versus Deadheads, 2 of the OGs in my comp experience anyway. There might be older teams, but these teams are pretty old. Maybe a little bit of name change. But we're down to the last one, and Purge took set 1. We're in set 2, about to go into the final game. Spirit is coming up on the Suffocation Pit. Did we get him? Is that a good catch up? Is that are we up to speed now? We good?
I'd say so.
Everything on the table?
And okay. I do believe we are good to go now on all the builds. So we're going to be jumping on into trial number 4, this time with Deadheads as the Spirit versus Purge's Survivor team. And though I don't think Deadheads can come out on top with points, I think they can still win the set nonetheless.
I agree. And again, for those coming in, the previous game in this set, Spirit got 9 hook states and 2 kills. Survivors got 2 outs. That is the bar that is set. So, not a easy game for the Spirit, but it's not a walk. Like it's not out of the realm of possibility, right? Like Spirit, being the S tier that she is, can definitely just take names here. As we were talking about before, it really comes down to the RNG spawn. This map is wild. I understand why people like it, because it can just lead to really swingy games. But the amount of times that you're just like, oh, sweet, I have a 3 gen. Oh, what's that? There's no pallets in that side of the map? Oh no. Or the Survivor's like, wait, there's 2 gens in the center area? Excuse me? Christmas came early.
Yeah. Yeah,
such a swingy map.
Which
honestly makes for some really crazy games.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Really crazy games.
Either
that might be the best part about it.
Either really swinging games or just the grindiest games in existence, especially if Twins is involved.
Or Legion back in CMD season 0 or season 1 for
Vigos. Ryu holding on to some grudges.
Dude, I had to sit there for 40 minutes in a game of Dead by Daylight watching Legion and Survivors teabag each other because none of them wanted to commit to either side. That was sorry, that was that was a different life. That was sorry, PTSD set in there. Jeez. All right, we're into this next game. Spirit, show me what you got, baby. I want to see some blood. And where's your corrupt zone? Okay, so we got a 4-gen
Yeah.
spawn.
I mean,
three
it's
of
a
which is
loose
corrupt.
4-gen. Let's be clear here. That's not exactly like the best
True, it's
spot
not like
I
those,
want my
yeah.
gens to be.
I would tend to agree. That's a fair point. It is a sparse 4-gen, but to be fair, like the Spirit has some mobility, so I'll take it. Now the question is this Spirit going to find a survivor like the other one did? Because the other Spirit found a survivor very quickly. Let's see how well they hide out Corrupt here.
Well, not well enough,
she
as we
already
do
found
see
someone.
that Crow. Looks like a sprint burst attempt to get away, but Spirit is probably going to go for the swing here, though I
the mind
don't
game?
think she
How's the mind game?
connects.
Ooh, mind gamed it well. I think she gets a hit here before the window. she
No. Remember, my friend, she's a 110 killer. She can't walk too fast.
Man. 110 is rough right now. Where are they? They're in trouble tracking. They do get the hit there, though. And Lori is going to stay inside. What is this area? This is more than just a jungle gym. This is like the jungle itself. What do you call this center area? It's like
I'd say normally it's a jungle gym, yeah.
Oh, just a jungle? Okay. Like, it feels like more than a jungle. It's like a jungle gym on steroids. All right, what you gonna do? You gotta make a choice. Oh, and they chose incorrectly. Unfortunate. Spirit gets their first down, but we are almost done with our corrupt. We got about 35 seconds left of corrupt period. I wonder if we're gonna see a gen pop. We saw a gen pop in the previous match pretty quickly.
I mean, the question is whether or not it's going to matter if they still have this 4-gen over here, and now they are hooked in the corrupt zone. I mean,
Ooh, that's a
good
good
and all
point.
to get a gen, but I think the Spirit honestly could just sit back here and camp out the Lori to death.
That's a very, very good point. There's no gens being worked on here? This is a mystery. I'm surprised they didn't do something during this time. I guess they're really trying to infiltrate back here. Oh, that's deadlock. That gen's almost done. They almost... Okay, never mind. They actually almost did. Okay. I see you. Okay, I will refrain from saying anything further. They were actually about to break this 4-gen wide open. Well played. So, deadlock. So we know corrupt. We know deadlock. We'll have to see what else they have in this kit. Yeah, I think you're right. They are going to trap this out to second stage.
I mean, it makes the most sense here, though they need to look behind them a few times. I think Claudette's just trying to be a bit of a distraction, as another survivor will be attempting to come in just a few moments. And we do see that second survivor. Nope, there's one, there's two, and there is the unhook.
Body block. Good body block for the Lori. I thought she'd actually get the hit off on Claudette there. Well, her hits are spread here. Who does she commit to? Did she commit to Lori? Did she go after somebody else?
No, looks like she's going to go back for her gen instead.
You know, that's smart. Oh, the Nancy's over here, too. Oh, that could be brutal. Hold on. She's going into the corner, though. So, oh, there's a hook right there, though. So you're not going to really get too much distance. Ooh, good back there. The question is, does this gen get finished despite that? She's going back to check it. She does not want this gen to finish. I don't blame her. It doesn't sound like it's being worked on. Man, the technician tech right here. Imagine being on that gen with technician. She wouldn't have known any better.
Technician, you say, for the love of God.
If I see technician in comp, I will scream. I will lose my head.
I mean, we did see Off the Record the other day.
True. That was sweet. I am down for that. That is not a pop, is that?
No, there was not a Pop Goes the Weasel, so it does beg the question, what perks are they using outside of Deadlock and Corrupt Intervention?
Are we gonna see like the thing we were talking about earlier where we might see no regression in this game and just full on end game, or is there some what else, what other spice could you put with Spirit here? I don't know what else would be like, you know, the quote unquote meta choice.
I think honestly the meta choice just for any killer you play at this point really is just no Deadlock, no way out.
I would have to agree. We'll just have to see. Got the hit on the Lori there. Another gen going. More more deadlock time right there on that gen. So they can actually rest easy. That's actually a really good use. Like, that was just deadlock value. They do get this unhooked though, and they're going to go down for it. So Claudette on the ground now. Yeah, they're just going to take the unhook. They're not going to take any chance with borrow time. That's smart. All right, so how do you break this? They've gotten... That gen is like, what, 50, 60% done? But you still have to sneak people over here, and in order to sneak people back there to get the unhook, I don't know. This is really good territorial control right here. This is... Dead definitely has a shot of winning the set. I was kind of concerned because it's kind of strong, but they're doing the Spirit is doing work. Like, look at this. They're going back to the unhook, but you're just going to end up trading again. Is that... Okay, that's second win, isn't it?
I do believe that's second win, so Spirit would be smart to get a hit in, so it does only heal the men, but Neo, the body block, just not going to let it happen.
I think they get second win value. I don't think she's. Yeah, even with this, you're just gonna. I guarantee you, it's going to give her a health state right as she hits. Yep, there you go. There's the health state, and she takes the hit.
And Spirit,
really good job on the Giltspire for taking that body block.
Indeed, and Spirit just not going to chase. She can't. Now the only 4 gens are on this side of the map, and Deadlock locking down one of them as we speak.
And thus begins the grindy stalemate. Let's see who prevails. We got 2 gens left, but they are all on this side. Someone's over here. Ooh, they tickling bones. They smell Noed.
I mean, it makes sense, so good call. And Nia almost spinning out the Spirit, but it just ain't happening.
Yup, and notice the 2 survivors reset that were injured. Nia's the only one. She's going on hook here. Let's see. All right, so all survivors that are not on hook are healed. The 4 gen is set. The hook is in the back of the map. And that gen's regressing. How do the survivors respond now?
Yeah, I mean, it might be regressing at 0.3% per second, but it's still regressing nonetheless.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is. Much to the... I'm sure the Spirit's happy with that. They do... Actually, this would be a great time to get that door out of the way. Just... Not oh, okay. They're going to actually commit to this a little bit. Ooh. Wait, did they just go past the survivor there?
No, looks like Nancy kind of spun the Spirit around, and they were able to get that unhook as well. Though they do find the Nia here, but this pallet already being down, being a little bit of a hindrance.
Oh, is she going to commit to this? Yo, she commits to this? Ooh, good drop there, trying to blind. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I got dizzy. I'm like, okay. She got it. Oh, the decisive strike!
But also the pallet throw?
Yeah, the pallet was thrown. I'm thinking they shouldn't have used decisive strike. I would have taken the pallet stun. That you could have saved decisive there.
Yeah, that was a really, really odd play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, now they know decisive's out of the way, and if the gen doesn't pop here, the survive. Oh, wow, that gen flew quickly. The last time we checked in on it, it was not even touched. Spirit might be in a bit of a pickle here potentially. What? Is this survivor even injured? She's not. She's chasing a fresh survivor here into this. All right, that is deadlocked for a couple more seconds. Oh, the whiff at the pallet too.
I think they'll get the hit here.
Yeah, they need to get it down right now and get them back on a hook in the back of their 3-gen. This is not looking good for the Spirit all of a sudden. These survivors have definitely turned things around. All right, they got the down.
We see 3 survivors off of gens as we speak.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, wait, that gen's also being worked on itself up hit. They got 2 different gens going? And there's, oh my goodness, these survivors are like termites. You can't get rid of them. Look at them go, look at the resilience. Okay, that's not actual resilience, but you know what I mean.
You know, you never know. One of them might have it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure somebody has it. Resilience is never not used. It's so good. Look at how quickly these guys are catting mouse these gens. Fantastic job. Oh, that was cheeky. Oh, that was cheeky. I didn't see them there first. That was a good catch.
I mean, now 3 people injured. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the artist match.
You know, that's a fair point. That is a very fair point.
And it's just going to be slow, steady pressure on the gens. I think that these survivors are going to get 4 out.
That's very possible. We'll have to see, because again, we don't know 2 of the perks here. Maybe if it's that full endgame build and the survivors like aren't ready for it, I can't begin to say. Ooh, they got. Oh, that was a weird looking grab.
That was a very strange grab. It seemed like very late, but it worked out.
Yeah, looks like it was more like a get in my bag of holding kind of style grab. That is 6 hooks. She only needs 3 more to tie the set. Or at least I think, right? Because the previous Spirit got a hook on everybody, right?
Yeah, right now we're looking at Purge 28, Deadheads 27. Obviously, the game ain't over yet, but still very much within striking distance for Deadheads as of this moment in time.
Right, and I think you had it right there. I don't think they have a chance of getting the match point now, but you do have a shot at the set point potentially. Where is the survivor? They are struggling to find him. Right,
I think honestly they were just planning to get him a pinball there at the geometry, not able to really get around. And Spirit being at 110, just
gets the hit.
Okay,
gets the hit through it.
Okay,
barely,
I was a little bit surprised by that.
I would have to agree. Yeah, they need this gen to regress. This is a little bit too close for comfort. Do they take the time to watch their gens regress and just, you know, let the survivors reset. Ooh, they're both over here. Wow. Okay. Well, they keep cat and mousing, but they keep resetting. I don't know. This is the grindiness of Suffolk Pit. This is. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, both sides are playing efficiently as you can. It's like the spirit obviously can't commit too hard. Survivors, on the other hand, have to constantly reset, which allows them to regress. Ooh, someone touched this gen though. Oh, there's Nancy's here. Oh, she might be in trouble. The spirit has her power. You commit to this, right? Nancy's Deathhook, isn't she? Yeah, she's Deathhook. This could be a huge turning point for the spirit.
We now hear two people, and look at that. They actually managed to get the body block.
Body block, so smart. You keep running, right? Oh, no, she's stuck here. Okay, oh, this is a back-to-back TNL wall. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. Okay, so they are going to commit here. Yeah, getting a kill here is good. And, okay, that is a third perk. No way has shown up. Okay. And that's no way out, isn't it?
That is indeed no way out. So
she could get this. If she goes for a survivor that has only 2 hooks on them, they could tie this game super easily. This could be dead. Like, hold on, they're all here. There's a totem back here. Do they know where this totem is? They know 2 totem locations, right? We saw them cleansing it earlier.
Indeed. Oh, so this Nia is now caught out as well. So I think this is now in the spirit's hands to potentially either win or lose.
They need to cleanse this right now. Oh, down she goes. It doesn't matter. They could come away with the win here for the set. They could actually come back. Yep, she's leaving her slugged. Oh, there's another
one. Finds the Claude.
There's another set of scratch marks here. Do you take the hook? I think you just take the hook here and guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I think you 100%.
Oh man, there's the other survivor.
They didn't see him.
Maybe? I think they did. Yeah, they saw them. They know what's going on. The jig is up. Is there an unbreakable play? Where's Nancy the unbreakable? Soul guard? Is there a soul guard? Any soul guards?
No, I don't think no soul guards. I don't think no unbreakables. I think it's just a 3-man slug for the 4K here.
Or Lori was the unbreakable. Oh my goodness, what a comeback. They're gonna get the 4K. Deadheads is gonna take the set. What a comeback.
I mean, that was quite surprising. I was expecting maybe a 2K at most, but to see that 4K there with the Noed in the end, just coming in clutch for the spirit.
So no way out, Noed might be the play here instead of like the pop. I like the pop, but there was no gen regression in this game, and it just went better for them.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Absolutely fantastic. Well played. Well played. Now, yeah, they're just mopping up and finding the slug.
Yeah, that's the real question. Can you find the slug?
I mean, there's only so many places. They haven't used Soul Guard or Unbreakable yet, and you know where the hatch is going to spawn.
Uh-oh.
So.
I see some feet.
There we go. A little bit of nodders from the spirit there. I mean, I'd be happy with that with spirit too. The survivors had such a good comeback, and then you just like, no way, no way out, slap everybody to the ground in like spectacular fashion. Well played. Well played. That was phenomenal. I was not expecting that much of a comeback there. This was such a good match.
See Spirit doing a little bit of a victory dance is all.
I would be doing a victory dance. That was phenomenal. I'm surprised the survivors didn't go and cleanse more totems. Maybe they were taking their bets. I don't know. That's crazy. GG's.
And that was.
Oh, yep. There's the unbreakable right there. It was on the Lori.
Okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate to say the least. And honestly, though Deadheads did not get the match point, they were quite close. Only 5-point difference between Purge and Deadheads at the very end there. So that would be 1 set point for Purge, 1 set point for Deadheads, though Purge will claim the match point as well.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, fantastic match. This was a great back and forth. Like, the games are relatively close all in all. Yes, Purge got the match point, so it's a 2-1, but Deadheads did phenomenal as well. This was a great clash. I enjoyed this. 2 OG teams going at it like this. This was a good game. I had a blast.
Yeah, overall, amazing game. And actually, closer than I thought. It's actually only a 4-point match, not a 5. So,
really?
Even closer.
That's actually kind of crazy. Holy cow. What a game. What a game. That was good. I had a good time. That was, I'm kind of winded, honestly. Like, we got back hyped up after the forfeit from the previous one. I got back into it, and now we're coming off of it. Oh, we got 2 matches tomorrow.
Indeed. Yeah, tomorrow's going to kick off the round 2 of Champions of Fog Season 2. So we'll have to wait and see what those matches have in store. But with that being said, I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I am also an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach Ghosts and Play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. Also, before I forget, GG well played to both teams, and congratulations to the Purge. It was like, I felt like I said that, but I realized, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
GGWP indeed. Like, phenomenal play from both sides. I had a blast watching this. This was an up and down roller coaster, and Purge coming out with the win in the end.
Yeah.
Good job. I had a blast. Hopefully Chad had a blast. I'm a bit winded, so I'm gonna have to like go get some water or something. Cop back up. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, because I was about to say you're gonna have to get some coffee, something, because I believe you're gonna be live here in just a few moments, aren't you?
I believe I'm already live. I'm just chilling at the starting screen, so we're here for it. And with that said, I'm littlerugaard. I've been your host for the evening. We're gonna go chill on my stream for a little bit here, just because I have nothing better to do on a Sunday night after watching these fantastic games. I just want to throw knives and chill. So thank you for having me, Giltspire. This was a pleasure, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye!
Giltspire. Giltspire. Giltspire.